Здравствуйте. Today we're gonna make something very special. Today we'll make stuffed cabbage, или голубцы. So in the word stuffed cabbage, we understand that we have to take a cabbage, we have to stuff it. We'll stuff it with ground beef, that we will add some carrots, we'll add some cilantro or parsley, whatever you like, and we'll add a little bit of cooked rice. So for this purpose, we need to start preparing the cabbage. The cabbage is usually, you have to take a little bit bigger than smaller. And let's take the outer layer. We don't know where it was when it was transported, so we really don't need it to use the dirty one. And we're gonna just cut a little bit of stem. So what is the problem with cabbage? It's very hard. If you start ripping leaf by leaf, they will be ripping. So there is a trick. We're going to put this cabbage into the boiling water, and we'll start taking leaves by leaf when they're going to get softer. So in order for the leaves to be released, we have to kind of cut out the middle. That is very, very hard, and that will be the trick that will release the leaves for the wrapping. So it will be very easy to take it out. So okay. Okay, now it will be better for the cabbage to release the leaves. Take the rice. I would highly recommend to get a royal basmati, because it's a secret rice of every professional kitchen, because the rice basically never get turning bad. It's always excellent quality. And I would take, since you want me to measure, I'll take a cup of the rice. I already cooked this 1 cup of rice, so it can just cool off over here. Say 5 minutes and it's already al dente. Now we take a carrot and we're gonna shred it for the meat, the ground beef. Okay. So we have carrots. We'll cut a little bit of cilantro. We'll add some rice. Not some, the cooked rice. It will make stuffed cabbage a little bit lighter. And now we can mix it all up a little bit. Meanwhile, let's see what our cabbage is doing. Once it's cooked a little bit, it's removed from the cabbage pretty easy. I'll keep turning, but I hope that you have a bigger pot, so the whole cabbage will be immersed. And it will be a little bit tricky for you to peel it one by one while it's boiling water, but we are ready to add some beef. Depending how big is your cabbage and how many people you will feed, nothing better than using your hands. This is something that will really mix it well. So we have carrots, cilantro, and semi-cooked rice. Looks already good. We will put some salt, and we will put some fresh pepper. Again, if you're grossed out, you can put gloves on and work with the rubber gloves. Whatever you want, because this is your stuffed cabbage made in your kitchen. You do whatever you want. It's enough pepper. So this is ready to be rolled into the cabbage leaves. Let's see how our cabbage is doing. It gave us already 2 leaves, and I think it's ready to give us, yep, it's getting soft, and it's possible to peel it off. Good. Very good. See, we have already some cabbage. While we are waiting for cabbage to be ready, we have to make sauce. So sauce is a big part of the stuffed cabbage, and that's where all the difference comes. Some people, like I know in the store, they sell this pale white stuffed cabbage that is made probably without sauce, or some people just pour chicken soup over it. I like it the way that my mother did it and my grandmother did it. So in this sauce, what we're gonna put lots of carrots. We'll put 2 bell peppers. We're gonna put the whole head of garlic. We're gonna put 2 onions, and we're gonna chop it all. Okay, so we cut 2 onions. We cut a head of garlic. Now we're gonna shred 2 large carrots or 3 smaller. Meanwhile, let's see our cabbage. See? The lady is dropping her clothes one by one. Children, don't burn yourself. So now we're gonna shred the carrots. So we shredded carrots. After carrots, we're gonna have this most gorgeous bell peppers. Know how easy to cut pepper? It's easy to cut the butt, cut the front, take the seeds out, and you have a strip of pepper easy to cut. And this piece is also good to cut. So butt, top, take the seeds out. Ta-da! You have a nice rectangle that you can put on the top of each other, and whatever you want. You want to do strips, you want to do squares, whatever you want. So we're gonna cut it in half. Bell pepper are not bitter, so don't be scared. It's not your pimento where you have to be scared of little seeds. They're sweet. They're not digestible, so they just gonna come out the same way it came. And here we're cutting the butts and the tops of the pepper. Everything will be cooked in the sauce anyway, so don't go crazy with precise cutting of the peppers. It gives such an amazing smell. Peppers give the most incredible smell and color. So we put, this is gonna be the only fat that's gonna be in the stuffed cabbage. So don't be shy with olive oil. It's good for you. It's good for your health. So we will caramelize a little bit of vegetables. We'll just put peppers, and we put onions, and we put garlic, and we're gonna put carrots, and we're gonna caramelize it a little bit. Remember, if we caramelize, saute a little bit vegetables in olive oil, it's gonna release the sugars that are inside of the vegetables, and it's gonna give amazing taste. So otherwise, if you just start cooking, you will have a boiled vegetables. So now we need to take a little bit of leaves out. So you see it's cooked, and because we released the middle, it's really getting off pretty easy from the cabbage head. So I'm gonna put it in a tin. So while we start rolling, we'll see if we need to cook a little bit more. Oh, this beauty. Yep, see, they're ripping. When the leaves are not cooked, they are ripping. So I would say that we need to cook it just a bit more. Yep, I'll put it back to be cooked just a tiny bit more. No need to burn your sauce. So we'll adjust the flame. Okay, so now we are ready to start rolling. I'll take a big leaf. It has a big spine inside. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the spine out, and that would leave us only soft part of the leaves. And we're gonna prepare a few leaves, so we're gonna start rolling. This one has also a smaller spine, but it's still, we're gonna cut it out. That makes leaf very soft and foldable. This leaf, the outside leaves are really big. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut out the spine and cut the leaf in half. There's plenty for the stuffed cabbage. This is also the smaller pieces you will see of cabbage will be just the same size as a half of the big leaf. So I cut out the spine and cut the leaf in half. And now we are ready to rock and roll. Take a spoon. We're gonna put the leaf. We're gonna take the filling. We're gonna put it at the end, kind of like egg roll. And we're gonna start rolling it, folding the ends. Ideally, we want them to be same size. So this is a Mr. Stuffed Cabbage that we're gonna put right over here. So now the leaves are very soft and they are bending very easily. So we're just gonna take stuffing. You can put as much as you want, as little as you want. So this is another one, and you're laying them down side by side. Try to make it a little, try to make them similar size so it will be aesthetically pleasing. Because we're eating not only with our mouth, we're eating with our eyes and with our nose, so food should be pleasant in all aspects. It should look good, it should smell good. That's why the presentation is really important of food. See? The stuffed beauty. If the edge is not folding, don't. Just roll it because the stuffing will not go anywhere. Here, stuffed cabbage, and we're just gonna throw the leaves that's left on the top. We added salt and pepper, and vegetables are cooked a little bit. So now we're gonna add, remember, if you want home, buy either organic tomatoes, tomato juice, or organic crushed tomatoes. We have my tomatoes from the garden, and I think they are very good because they're very tart. They're not very sweet, so we'll add some sugar. You know what? I add a little bit more. Tomatoey. And we're just gonna cook it a little bit, and we are ready to pour it over stuffed cabbage. And remember the secret ingredient, right? A few spoons of sugar. First of all, to add calories. I think that the sugar is calming down the acidity of tomatoes. Okay, we'll see how it is. It is excellent. I'll just add maybe a little bit of salt. I would say 400 degrees for 1 hour. We're gonna take our sauce. We're just gonna pour it all over. And what we're gonna do with the rest of the cabbage, we're just gonna cover it like with a blanket, because it's gonna be cooked as well, and it tastes delicious. Cooked cabbage, it tastes the same like stuffed cabbage, and it has 0 calories, so it's a guilt-free meal. Okay, so now we're gonna cover it with a cover, and it's going to be cooked 400 degrees for 1 hour, and then just gonna sit and wait for us to eat for Shabbat.